Okay, I think we've got this. Let's see. We do have this. So the question is, does more UFO sightings mean UFO disclosure? Does that what that means? More UFO sightings mean more UFO disclosure? Let me put myself over here, you all. Because there is more talk about UFOs being seen in different areas. And you know, I've been outside. I took pictures last night with my iPhone 8 and my clip-on lens. And that's what you see over here to the right. It's some images that I took, and I don't know who the occupants are. I don't. I know that they're like interdimensional ships. I do see these types of ships in the sky. Let me make sure I'm coming on there. Hello. Well, Christine Mott, it seems like you got a notification or you just had perfect timing. Yes, King Ohuko Mundo. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. So I've been sitting here. I'm trying to get myself to get on here and do this video. I've had a tad bit of that's all right, you all. I'm going to try to get my phone going on here. I want to see the comments. I really do. I want to see it. So I shared pictures on my Facebook earlier. And, you know, people say, well, that's not... I've never seen any UFO ships that look like that. Well, I don't think any of the armies on the earth have UFO ships that look like that, or ships or light ships for that matter. Oh, wow, Christine Mott, I am so excited for you. JT Philosophy. I love how that just rings. JT Philosophy. Yes, that's wonderful. Hello, Judy. Lisa, you're by Patrick Air Force Base and you see so many sightings, it's unbelievable. All right, you all. Looks like we are going somewhere with this. We are. We're going to go somewhere. Oopsie. I pushed this button. Yes. Okay, yeah. So it is. Oopsie. Okay, we're not blurry. So let me take you over here. I have stuck some pictures in. I've stuck some of these pictures that I took tonight, which I stuck them in this HD movie maker. Can you all still hear me? Hello, Al, Tanya. Hello. So can you see these? So look at this. So if we were to, and we're going to look at these images. It looks like it's yes, Muckabang, Muckabang, Muckabang. Are you here, Muckabang? I think I see Mr. King Ohukamundo say Muckabang. That's right. That's okay. So, you know, we can take these images, and this really is what I took a picture of. It was one of them. And we go through the different filters. You know, look at this. You can still see it. Look how it shows up in this emboss mode, you all. Can you see how it shows up in this emboss mode? Let me see if I can do this really fast. Let me come down here and let you see how that shows up. Come on over here and look at this, how it shows up. Boom, look how it shows up, you all. This is what it looks like showing up in the emboss mode, and that's pretty cool. Yes. Oh, you just saw the notification, but you never got notified ever. Wow. That's great, you all. So look at that. So it does show up like that. I wanted to look at these different, show you the filtering. So this is the grayscale. This is the grayscale negative. This is the edge detect. You can see that they are actual ships up there. Look at that. You know, this is pretty neat. I am honest. Let me tell you about this right here. These structures, I have seen them in the clouds. These are in the clouds, you all, and they kind of look how do you put it? How do they look kind of my goodness. It's not of this, they're not of this world. They certainly don't look of this world. They really don't. Look at this. So this is the inverted image. They kind of look kind of it's hard to explain because like this guy said, they don't look like any of our ships. No, they don't look like our ships. But they're up there. They're not of this world, you all. They're not. Are we? Is this some? This is a highly intelligent species, is what I think it is. A very highly intelligent species, and they may not look like us. They may not look like us at all. They may not. Well, chances are they don't look like us. That's probably what it is. Chances are they don't look like us. Let me come over here to this enhancement to see. Now see, you can see more the grayscale negative. I got my picture in there. Look at that. So look at these ships. Aren't they so cool? I really do like looking at them. And then we've got this the edge detect and this negative right here. You all, this looks really cool. I like that. I don't like that, but yeah, so you can see, I just wanted to show you all these just a tad bit while we get in here and look at this really fast. So the grayscale negative, the negative, and this is from last year, you all. If you just tuned in, that was a photo of the ships from last year, is what it is. But there's so many pictures that do. You know, they're hard to explain because we have nothing to explain them by. We don't. Nothing to explain them by. It's like, how do you it's quite difficult, you all. It's very difficult to explain. Let me look at this. So if we were to go like this and zoom this up, this is a ship. Do we have any that looks like this? No, we don't have any that looks like this as far as I know. Not any in the Space Force. So if we don't have any that looks like this, does it mean that they don't exist? No, it doesn't mean that they don't exist. It just means that we don't have any. We have nothing to really compare these by at all. We don't. We have nothing to compare these by except what other people may have taken with their own cameras. That's what we have to compare them by, what other people have taken. Now, they don't look like plasma ships. Now, plasma ships are, they're quite unique. They are quite unique, you all. They are. And again, see, this one is from last year. It was like the more I went outside and I took pictures, the more showed up. That's literally how it worked. The more you look, the more you'll find. As with anything in life, the more you look, the more you find. And that was the case right here, you all. It was the case right there. Let me see if I can get to the ones that I shared. I didn't share very many tonight on the Facebook, just a few, you all. These were just what I put on the Facebook right here because it takes a while to work all the pictures. Now, we don't have ships that look like this. We don't. Okay? But that does not mean that they're not out there just because we don't have any. That's what I want to say. It doesn't mean that they're not out there. And these colors, they were in my picture. I didn't put them in there. They were in there, you all. They were in there. So they kind of remind, these right here literally kind of remind me of the cube with the little squares and stuff. And perhaps you've seen some of these before. Perhaps you've seen some of these shapes before in your photos. You might have. I wouldn't say that you didn't. I wouldn't. See, but look at this. So have you noticed the clouds at times? They have these shapes in them. They do. And they have, sometimes they have like notches in them also. They look kind of computerized like clouds is what they look like. Computerized like clouds. I will say this, I have seen some of these on the NASA products too. They have been seen on the NASA products flying around in practically that shape right there. But again, these are just from tonight that I took a picture of, and I didn't share very many at all, but they just, that's what my whole picture looked like. Ooh, that didn't turn out too well. So you can't, this did not get the graphics good at all, but you wouldn't know, you wouldn't know. So the point is, so more UFO sightings. Does more UFO sightings mean that there'll be UFO disclosure? So let's look over here. Look at, no, we don't want to look at aliens in the bedroom. Look how they did this. this is really strange to me how they put this. Humans are seeing more UFOs every year, and NASA is humans. Who is writing this article to refer to us as humans? Who wrote that article? You know, I personally, I don't think I would refer, if I was talking to us, I wouldn't write an article. If I was a human and I was writing an article, I wouldn't say humans are seeing more UFOs every year. I wouldn't. So this is really curious who wrote this. Now, you have heard that they do have AI that does write articles. Yeah. So I don't even know what this thing is. I wonder who is this Daily O? Okay, Akashka Kamtha. Okay, you wrote this. Weird, larger than human eyes. Okay, weird skin. So she must be describing weird features, larger than human eyes, short height, weird skin, different needs. This is what we remember about J-Doe, the cute fictional alien who made a debut in the Bollywood movie. Oh, I never knew they'd... Okay, I've heard of their Bollywood. Humankind has always been intrigued by extraterrestrials. Okay, so Bollywood, they have a Bollywood, they have a Hollywood. So that's really interesting. UFOs. Now, I doubt that anybody took this picture right here. That's a typical UFO that you will see. It is something like that. And it is true. The number of UFO sightings reported over the years has been consistently increasing over parts of the world. So the first UFO witness, 1639, John Wentworth, and the 4th century Chinese saw a moon boat. Okay, they saw a moon boat. Look at this. So the Romans saw strange sightings back then, and so did the 4th century Chinese saw a moon boat floating over the country once every 12 years. What is a moon boat? What is a moon boat, you all? That's the question. What is it? And look at these. They got these types of UFOs depicted also. So what? Okay, look at this. People have cited the disc-shaped structures in the sky. Okay, we've seen something like this cloaked in the clouds. Something like that. But then look at this right here. Wherever that's at, this is just a certain image. Look, 75% almost of all UFO sightings in the United States occur between 4 p.m. and midnight. And they tend to peak between 9 and 10. Well, but they're not talking about plasma ships. Now, plasma ships are seen the closer it gets, between 10 and probably 4 in the morning, 10 at night and 4 in the morning. That's when the plasma ships come out, and they are real. Those plasma ships are real, you all. But see, they don't talk about those. They talk about, you know, the everyday occurrings of these types of ships is what they're talking about. Everyday occurrings. You have a lot of those cloud-shaped ships. Yeah, I think that they are. They're in there, you all. So look, UFO sightings in Ireland and freaky aliens. I don't like that word freak. I really don't like it. That's not a good label, freaky aliens, because how would you like somebody to say that about you? How would you like a extraterrestrial to say that about you? Say freaky human. See, that doesn't sound too nice at all. It really doesn't. So look at this. Fox News, UFO sightings back to biblical times. They date back to biblical times. In the Bible book of Ezekiel, a mysterious ship is described as appearing from the sky in the Chaldea, modern-day Kuwait. Kuwait? Is that where they said it came from? Modern-day Kuwait? Well, I think this is the Air Force's one. See, you can't even make what that is. This is just a big black smear. Now, let me tell you, you know they got better cameras than this, you all. They really do. They got better cameras than this. right here, because that's really not a good image at all of a UFO. It isn't. They could have got a better image. They got the clouds pretty good, but not that. And I want to tell you that the reason that's black, the reasons that black is because they blurred it out. It's not black. It really isn't black, because otherwise the dark areas of these clouds would have had, and the light areas would have been similar to this right here. They literally purposely blurred that out, is what I think. Blurred it out. Even if they got night vision and stuff, I think it was blurred out. I really do. Let me, I've not got that on there, you all do. I think they blurred that out, is what I think they did. So Stacker, UFO sightings in biblical times. This is what I wanted to get to, you all. Let's look at this really fast. In the book of Ezekiel. In book of Ezekiel, a mysterious ship is described as appearing in the sky, from the sky in Chaldea, modern-day Kuwait. Strange sightings were recorded around Rome in 2018 BC, and a wave of mysterious apparitions showed up in 4th century China when a moon boat. See, they wrote the same thing as that lady did. They wrote the same thing as that lady did. It's the same narrative. Did you catch that? It's like the same narrative as the Bollywood lady. Okay, so once every 12 years, and a smattering of other unfamiliar objects in the sky in Germany in 1561, Hull, England, and multiple times during World War II, when Allied pilots used the term Foo Fighters to describe the odd circle of light pilots. Notice flanking their plane. When the odd circles of light, the pilots notice flanking their planes. So when they say circles, it would have to make, what do you think they're talking about? Circles? And they got UFO circles. And okay, see, it's the same thing. John Winthrop, 1639. It's the same. They got the same narrative, you all. The same narrative. Look at this. So since 1974, National UFO Reporting Center has documented around 90,000 UFO sightings, with almost 95 of those sightings easily explained away as military test balloons. Easily explained away. Well, of course it's easy for you to explain it away. You just get on the TV, you just get on the newspaper, you get on the media, and you tell them, oh, it's just a weather balloon. That's all it is. And it's that's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Easily explained away. Yeah, because you're getting on there and telling them that's what they're going to say. So you can easily explain it away, so nobody asks any questions, and then everybody accepts the answer that you give. It's just as simple as that. It's so easy, you all. That, I don't like how that's worded. I really don't. Easily. Supposedly easily explained away. Okay, so yeah, no. So it's not easily explained away at all. It really isn't. To those who know that there are UFOs, it isn't. So so they have a hotline. I didn't know they had a hotline. Using data from this hotline, which has been around since '74, they compiled a ranking of the states with the most reported UFO sightings, reporting back to 1400. 1400. So with each state, states with the most UFO sightings. Look, it's the same narrative, you all. Look at the same narrative. In the Bible's book of Ezekiel, a mysterious ship is described as appearing from the sky in Chaldea, modern-day Kuwait. You all, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's the exact same paragraph, you all. The moon boat, the 1561 Hull, England, everything is the same narrative. Oh my goodness, you all, come on. This is, oh my gosh. Now, they are talking about 1947 in Roswell. That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different, you all. Oh my goodness. Now they're talking about that since its founding. There they go, the same part of the paragraph, same paragraph shoved in here. 90,000 UFO sightings with almost 95% easily, supposedly explained away. See, that's, wow. It seems like it doesn't matter where the news is reported at in the world. It's practically the same narrative being reported. I've heard it on TV stations where some people like had videos of various news teams throughout the United States, and they were all telling the same news. They had the all same. They kept repeating every single state where they had these news people. Now you got the articles like that too. It's controlled. It's controlled. Look at this. So, look at this. This is the narrative too. 3/4 of all UFO sighting reports in the United States occurred between 4 p.m. and midnight, and they tend to peak between 9 and 10 p.m. Wow. Wow. Come on, you all. Okay, Missouri has the 1870 postings. Now, we did do a video a while back that had the states that had all of these UFO sightings in them, you all. All these UFOs. Mount Washington in New Hampshire. Okay, so look. UFO sightings, California, Florida, Washington. The fewest, Washington, D.C., North Dakota, Wyoming. No, I don't buy that, you all. I don't really buy all of that. The UFOs are all over the world. And let me ask this. You remember recently there was this person, he was a time traveler, and he said he came from the future to come back and tell us about something. And he said alien contact will happen, did he say in May or June of 2022? And did he say something about an invasion? He was a time traveler who said that this stuff was going to happen. I'm trying to think of what it was. The time traveler. Do you all remember what I'm talking about? Because somebody had told me about it. Let me find this time traveler. Whoever it was. Let me see about this. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is the time traveler right here. So we'll just go here. Look, the time traveler bombshell. Let's click into this because they want to talk about traveling in time. No, I don't want to accept your stuff. I don't want to accept their things, whatever they want to have me accept. No, I wanted to climb out of that, you all. I didn't want to go there. Can I go into here without having to accept it? I can go into here, you all. So, yeah, okay, so look at this. So, aliens will make their first appearance on Earth next year is what they said. So, a time traveler. Space soldiers, the time traveler claims 7-foot aliens will land on Earth in May of 2022, leading to an interdimensional war with the U.S. 7-foot aliens. Well, you know that we have some 7-foot practically humans who are wonderful basketball players and other tall people. They're around 6.5 feet, and some of the people can be like 7 foot. May is next year. Okay, May of 2022. Yeah, so look at this. So let me look at this, you all. We're going to look at this because I didn't hear about the 7 foot, but we're going to look at it. A self-proclaimed time traveler has wildly predicted giant 7-foot aliens will land on Earth in May of 2022. The TikTok user, Future Time Traveler, also claims that their arrival will lead to an international war with the U.S. will lead to an interdimensional war with the U.S. Now, there are interdimensional beings. You know, there are other dimensions. There's interdimensional ships. There's interdimensional beings. And then how did this time traveler get his information out there and it spread like wildfire? How did that happen? Nothing gets out there unless the people who control the news and the media allows it out there. Okay. That's what I've got to say. Nothing gets out there unless they allow it to happen, you all. So we've got this time traveler who's telling us that these 7-feet aliens are going to come and it's going to be an interdimensional war. Well, if they're going to come, they're going to be in our dimension is what's going to happen. They're going to be in our dimension. Okay, well, I'm just telling you what I'm reading. Yeah. I'm just going to tell you what I'm reading because when I heard that, I thought, wow. So when May comes, you all, when May comes, we're going to have to see what happens in May 22, and there better be 7-foot, giant 7-foot aliens. Well, let's call them interdimensional beings since it's going to be an interdimensional war. And you may say, Gina, honey, what is interdimensional war? Interdimensional war. What is an interdimensional? Let me see if I can even spell it right, you all. Interdimensional war. Meaning. We can, okay, look. Oh, it's one of my favorite places. So let's look at this, you all. Interdimensional warfare. Oh, wow, this is pretty neat. So it's a type of aerospace warfare regarded to have developed sometime in the 5000s. It originated from aerospace superpower nations, namely that of Russia, Germany, Brazil, Japan, Indonesia. Although much like aerospace force, interdimensional warfare was already in development thousands of years before ever being brought to the public eye. The collapse of the United States was caused by cooperative Russia, Chinese, and Japanese interdimensional bases that surrounded the United States. Now that could have some truth to that. I'm just saying, you know, I really think there's something to this wiki something. I really do. Okay, did you just hear that, you all? Did you just hear that? In which interdimensional beings were released from portals, oh my gosh, to wreak havoc on the United States, causing an apocalyptic mayhem across the country. Oh my gosh. Did you just hear and see that? That's what we've been talking about. Portals being open and our world is turned upside down. Wow. The collapse of the United States was caused by cooperative Russian, Chinese, and Japanese interdimensional bases surrounded the United States, in which the interdimensional beings were released from the portals to wreak havoc on the United States, causing the apocalyptic mayhem across the country. This is regarded as the first military operation via the use of interdimensional space weapons. Boom! Come on, King Hookamundo, you need to say it. Boom! That's right. Space Force. Yes, thank you, Bright Street. You say it. That's right. That's right. Bang, bang. Oh my gosh. You all, oh my gosh. Interdimensional warfare and travel That's right. Is a highly controversial and classified topic. Well, let me tell you something. It's not classified no more, okay? We found out it's not classified, you all. This ain't a game. I'm telling you, it's not a game. It is not a game. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Russia, Germany, and Brazil operate interdimensional portals on the moons, orbiting gas giants across the Milky Way, as well as in star systems near the center of the Milky Way. As to what lies ahead is a highly classified information. There have been prominent whistleblowers such as Ruslan Bespalov, a veteran of the Russian Aerospace Forces, living in exile in the Dixie Republic, who claims that the gas giant stars are actually planets in of themselves, at least in another dimension. In another dimension, inhabited by angelic and super intelligent humanoids. With the center of the Milky Way as their capital city, another well-known as Jose de Funyama from Brazil, the son of a general in a Brazilian aerospace forces. Well, at least they have some angelic, super intelligent humanoids. Let's hope they are angelic. Come on, you all. This don't sound like make-believe to me. It doesn't. This sounds like something interdimensional, timelines and stuff taking place. It does. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Since interdimensional travel is highly classified, excuse me, you all, it is highly classified, available public information is only available through the claims of whistleblowers who claim to be the veterans of the aerospace force of their respective nations. Look at this, you all. So let's I'm looking at this as classified information that we have stumbled upon, and it's found in the wiki. The wiki something. The future fandom. The future fandom, you all. Let's look at that. I got to get me a drink of water. This is making my throat dry. I need water. I need water. And I hope this is all right, you all. So look at this. Intelligent life outside of humans exists throughout the universe, but in other dimensions. I believe that. I really wholeheartedly believe that. Do you believe that intelligent life outside of humans exists throughout the universe, but in other dimensions? I really do feel that it does. I feel it so much within my being. I really do. I really feel it. I've always thought it. The third dimension is dominated by humans. Okay, so the third dimension, does that mean like 3D? Because people say, you got to ascend to the other dimensions, 3D, 4D, 5D, all of that. So humans are the weakest and the most vulnerable breed of intelligent beings. Well, it's a good thing that we aren't just... It's a good thing that we aren't just humans in this body. It's a good thing that we are spiritual beings who know that we do not belong on this planet. We are spiritual beings in this earthly body, okay? And we're here for a reason, okay? We are here for a reason, you all. So there are planets that souls of deceased humans live on. That could be possible. It really could be. Oh, okay, look at this. So physical human bodies cannot survive in these heavenly dimensions, as Bespalov coins them. Okay. No, because, this body right here is for Earth that we're in right now. It's for Earth. And when this body's done, our spirits are going somewhere else, But our spirits can occupy other bodies and be transformed in the twinkling of an eye. Exactly, you all. So Interdimensional portals are powered by crystals, considered where science and mysticism marry. Wow. Yes, hello, Gary. So we got these interdimensional portals. We really do, you all. Oh my gosh. I really didn't really want to get on that UFO stuff again. I didn't. But I did. I made myself do this video. I did. And I didn't know I was going to run into any of this. I knew yesterday I had to go out there and take pictures and share them. And then tonight I thought I'm going to go outside and take pictures and share them, even though I'm kind of, it's old news to me because I took them for so long I did, but it's okay. They're still there. They exist. Interdimensional ships, they exist, you all. But I was trying to think, well, how am I going to do this video? And then here's where we're at right here. Right here. Look at this. Spirits of figures of major religions inhabit entire planets in these dimensions. I think so. I think I can see it. I really can. The advanced technologies used and invented by humans were a result of interdimensional interaction. I believe that too. I believe that these spaceships and stuff, and a lot of people really, when they look into this area, they know that we didn't get it on our own, because we're the basic type of species. Oh my gosh. There are heavenly and hellish or neutral dimensions inhabited by benevolent angelic beings, or grotesque hellish creatures. Others have a mix or are completely uninhabited. So look at, they're telling you the truth right here, you all. It doesn't matter that the name of this is called future fandom. It doesn't matter what the name of this is called. I really do feel within my spirit they're telling you right here. But the only way to get information like this out is to put it into something like this. Otherwise, could you see the mainstream news telling stuff like this? Could you see them talking about this? Could you? No, but you can see the movies doing it. The movies will do it. But yeah, I really think that, oh my gosh. Much of Ruslan Besplav's observations are accurate. There are beings and civilizations that appear benevolent, but are actually evil with evil intent. Now, that's right, because it happens here on Earth too. It does. And there are beings that really do. Satan himself masquerades around as an angel of light. And he's like an interdimensional coming in and out. So it is no surprise that, who is it? So it's no surprise. Let me find that. Let me find that. Satan himself masquerades. Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. Let me do this. So let's look at this. For such men are false prophets or false apostles, deceitful workers, masking arrayed as apostles of Christ. So here it is right here. And no wonder, Gina, honey, what did you do? No wonder it says, for Satan himself masquerades around as an angel of light, as a benevolent being. It's not surprising then if his servants masquerade as servants of righteousness, but their end will correspond their actions. See, he walks around like he's a benevolent being. And so do the people underneath him, his servants, walking around like masquerading like an angel of light. But he's not. He's a liar. Okay, so this is right here. So we're back here on the future fandom. There are beings and civilizations that appear benevolent but are actually evil with evil intent. Right there. Warfare technology operated by the benevolent. Oh, now I like this. Look, I love this, you all. I love this next one. Love it. Warfare technology operated by the benevolent can't ever be destroyed, at least not by human means. Ha, 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 ha. Take that. Yes. That's wonderful. That's right. The highest ranking angelic beings reside in the center of galaxies with a galactic palace located in the middle of them. So you have Jesus saying, "In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not true, I would have told you so." So he said, "I'm going away to prepare a place for you." So many mansions. So they got a galactic palace. All right, that's great. The heavenly dimensions operate on energies. I can see that. Could you see that? Energies, because energies are everything, really. We all have energy in us. There will come a time when human dimension will merge and become one with the benevolent angelic beings, and ending human death and the vulnerabilities, the human race will advance. So yes, we will merge with benevolent angelic beings. You all, that had a good ending. That had a really good ending. Merge with angelic benevolent beings. Well, and a lot of you've met people where you feel like, they're an angel on earth. It's like, and who's to say that there aren't angels that walk among us? Okay, who's to say there's not? I would never have believed this, you all. Interdimensional warfare truly is what's taking place. It truly is what's taking place. Interdimensional warfare. And look at that. The collapse of the United States was caused by the cooperative Russian, Chinese, Japanese interdimensional bases which surrounded the United States and in which interdimensional beings were released from portals to wreak havoc on the United States, causing the apocalyptic mayhem across the country. This is regarded as the first military operation via the use of interdimensional and space weapons. You all, I feel that we are living in that time right now. It's beginning. That's what I think. It's beginning. It's here. Wow. You know what I'm going to do? I want to copy this and put this in the live feed for you all to see it. Right here. Let me do this. I'm going to put this in the live feed, this link, futurefandom.com. Boom. So you all can have that right there. No, A consciousness. There's some that don't agree with you. There really is. I'm for one. I don't agree with you on it. I don't. That's exactly right. I don't agree with you, but I don't have to, but I can be respectful. And I wouldn't say BS to you. I wouldn't. Boom. That's right, you all. It's exactly right if you're just tuning in. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. When is this? It's I don't know. I really don't know, you all. But I do know that there is an interdimensional thing happening, you all. These portals have been open. CERN has been doing their thing. They've been opening portals. And you've ran into people who they don't look human no more. They don't even act human. Yeah. That's right. They don't act human at all. Oh my goodness. Whew. Galactic. Galactic. So we got the galactic. We got a galactic palace. The highest ranking angelic beings reside in the centers of galaxies with a galactic palace located in the middle of them. Boom. Oh my goodness. Al Sanchez, love will definitely win out. Most definitely. It's going to win out. That's what I got to say. LOVE. Wow. Warfare technology operated by benevolence can't ever be destroyed, at least not by the human means. So great. There's heavenly and hellish or neutral dimensions, dimensions inhabited by benevolent angelic beings or grotesque hellish creatures, and others with a mix. So, this is really interesting. And crystals, there are something. There's something with this. Look, they know about the crystals, powered by the crystals, where science and mysticism marry. Wow. Yeah. I hope this is a good live stream, you all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, crystals in the pyramids and stuff. Tell you what, that took some of that's draining reading that. It really is. I literally I can sense that. You may not agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with any bit of that future fandom if you don't want to. You don't. But our world is turned upside down, and we are fighting against unseen things that you cannot see with the human eye. You can't see it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You know something's not right. You know something is terribly, terribly wrong. And it's affecting our energies here on earth. It's affecting us, our bodies too. It's affecting us spiritually. It is. Yeah. Wow. So if you all didn't see that, that was put in the that was put in there. This they say it's coming. They say it's coming. The collapse of the United States. Interdimensional beings released from portals to wreak havoc on the United States, causing apocalyptic mayhem around the country. Okay, I wanted to see about that time traveler. So he's saying a self-proclaimed time traveler wildly predicted aliens 7 foot tall will land on the earth. Yeah. Yeah, this is now ain't the time to live in fear. You got to push beyond the fear, okay? You got to push beyond the fear. So see, look at this. A future time traveler also claims their arrival will lead to an interdimensional war. They could already be here. The group of aliens are called the neurons. Hey, do you think they mean neurons, like a neuron in your brain, or do you think they just want to spell it this way, Nirons? Called neurons, and they come in peace and don't mean to harm, but the U.S. attacked them and began the first of many interdimensional wars. I don't know. Aliens will make their first appearance next year. The exact date. Okay, he said the exact date they are first sighted is May the 24th of 2022. From my time, there are many different aliens, and actually they live in Earth as future and citizens of the future. The time traveler claims the mythical creatures are called the Nyrons and will come in peace. According to his predictions, the U.S. will attack them. It has been shared more than 90,000 times, received more than 2,300 likes. Wild claims. So, wild claims, you all. Yeah. Well, that's okay. We were led to that part right there. So that's all right, you all. That is all right. That's fine, you all. I'm going to get off of here. Gina, honey, is getting off of here. I'm going to sign off, is what I'm going to do. And this is a lot of information. Some may say, well, that's not information. That's just whatever. Fine. You just take what you want and leave the rest, okay? Yeah. You've been feeling drained a lot. Videos, reading information is like something is blocking from information. Yeah. Oh, you all are so welcome. You're so very welcome. Yeah. It was interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I want to put this, futurefandom.com in the, you know where I want to put it? I want to put it in the description as one of the places that we visited. You all look at me. Look on here at this screen. Can you see the screen? I'm going to wait till I see the screen over here. And I want you all to see, I'm going to put that future fandom here so you can look back. Futurefandom.com. Wiki Interdimensional Warfare. I'm going to save it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it. So if you want to go back there and look, because it's real. If you are a spiritual person, an intuitive person, and you think that things like that are capable of happening, then you might want to, keep that for reference. Let me, Gina, that you are not having much allergies growing up. No, I was never sick, and I really ain't never sick. Shelley. No. At all. Not scared at all. King of Hukamendo, you had to go bye-bye. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So my time of doing what I'm doing, I had a 4-year timeline. Let me put this back to me. I had a 4-year timeline for what I'm doing, and that timeline is up around June of 2022. That's when my 4 years are supposed to be up. Maybe a few months later. I don't know what I'm going to be doing after that. I don't, but that was mine. I was specifically given a 4-year timeline. So when I heard about that time traveler, given that timeline, but see, I don't like to put dates on anything like that guy did. I don't. An exact date, May the 24th of 2022. Who knows? Thank you, Sky Metal. Yeah, I'm trying to switch out my shirts. I really am. Seventh Sister, that could be a way for certain microorganisms or something to get in. I don't know. Interdimensional beings. Yeah. Country boy, that's right. We know that this earth is not our home, and we are not staying here. We're not. When I first started this, I was in contact with a lot of people telling me since they were age 5, they were trained to be commanders of ships to evacuate people from the earth at a certain time. And I forget how many people they said each ship could carry. I ran into 3 of them. Is what I ran into, around 3 of them. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to sleep on this information. I am about that future fandom. I'm gonna have to sleep on that and think about that. That literally got me thinking. Yeah. I heard that, Todd, that they hired a priest. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Jay Ferris. Well, we know that other beings exist. I have really good friends that have literally seen the small extraterrestrials, coming in their room, and they were very friendly, and she could telecommunicate with them. Mm. Yeah. It'd been good to watch those comments, you all. It really would have. That's okay. They hired 24 theologians. Oh my goodness. 24 theologians. Yeah, you all, I gotta get off of here. It's 9:30 and that took a lot of my energy out. It made me kind of weak. It really did. Yeah. It's okay. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Let me say this. Hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And thank you so much for listening. And I know this is different. And I never expected to get into any of that. But it does. It's looks like what's happening. It really does. It looks like what's happening now. Our world is changing, is what's happening. It's changing rapidly. And that's all right. That is quite all right. We've got this. We're going to make it. Because you know what? No, we're not going to be staying here. Okay, we aren't. When our time here is done, our spirits are leaving this body. And we're going back to where we came from. We are. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Please give this video a thumbs up, you all. And again, if you didn't like what you heard, don't listen to it. Just let it go. Don't even keep it with you. Just let go of everything that you don't resonate with, and the things that you do, you can keep it, okay? Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much, moderators, for everything that you do. Love you.